I'm going to start with saying welcome to the new 2025 version of Jerry Springer Show, where we put people on the stage, beat each other up, cuss each other out, and then maybe at the end they hug it out. So what is going on? Mr. President and Elon Musk, this needs to end. This looks bad. It doesn't, it looks embarrassing, actually. I don't want to laugh about it, but it is laughable. At the highest levels of the executive branch and the richest person on the planet, who I think is a genius, probably socially awkward, I would say. Is he on the spectrum? Is Elon on the spectrum? Probably. But I'm just going to talk about it for a few minutes. The public divorce that we had after only, I don't know, a few months, after Elon put his heart and soul into straighten our national debt with Doge, that's over. I am baffled. To the rest of the world, it probably looks embarrassing, but not that we care about what the rest of the world thinks of what's going on here. And I mean, we all have read it. If you're on Twitter, you have seen a million memes, some funny actually, and some sad. It is definitely something new to me. I'm an immigrant, obviously. Came to this country 30 plus years ago. Went to Wall Street, did really well. I'm blessed to be in this country. But I'm not expecting, I did not expect this to be this eventful, the first 4 months of this administration. And this is not about the Elon President Trump issue. It started with tariffs, then went to the taco trade, as some of you may know. Taco trade meaning Trump always chickens out. I don't know if we can keep doing this. Again, this is not about trading. This is not about investing. This is about how we are presenting ourselves to the average American. Unfortunately, the American public is so polarized and so split up that even this probably is okay to some people. To me, it's not. It's definitely not. You are the most powerful person on the planet, President Trump, and there has to be some sort of decorum the way we handle our business. Not everything has to be public. This is just like a marriage. Not everything has to be public, right? You have private issues that stay private, should stay private. But in this day and age of social media and happy tweeting president, and obviously Elon Musk, who owns X, I just cannot understand why this is happening. Maybe I'm too old world to get it. But yeah, I think we need to just take a step back and see what has been going on the first 4 months of this administration. Again, none of this is political. I'm just voicing my opinion, and I think YouTube is a great place to do so for whoever is watching it, if not for my own sake, get some stuff off my chest, basically. So it seems like punches were thrown yesterday. I do understand Elon's frustration, just like he did when he bought X. Overpaid, obviously, but walked in there with a kitchen sink, fired 7,000 coders or people who, I guess, were not doing their jobs. Is Twitter failed? No. Still running with bots galore, obviously, as usual, but it's still running, right? So that means Twitter did not need 10,000 coders or employees. You can do the job with 3,000 people. It is the same thing with every corporation in America these days. I think they have way too many employees doing nothing. So Elon took that attitude and brought it to Washington. Well, after 4 months, he figured out that the good old boys network cannot be beaten. Specifically, it seems like this breakup happened after the BBB, the big beautiful bill, was passed at 2 a.m. on the House floor, which is about to go to the Senate, of which most House members didn't even read the bill, how full of pork it was, and how it could explode our already gargantuan national debt by another $2-3 trillion. And the markets are seeing this, specifically the bond market, specifically the gold market, specifically Bitcoin. They are seeing this. After 4 months of trying and cutting jobs and going in with great expectations of lowering the national debt by $1.5 trillion, the end result ended up being nothing but a whimper. Where are the cuts? And it seems like the good old boys network won. All those senators who've been in DC for 20, 30 years holding their seats, or the House members, all the special interest that does not want the books to be balanced, obviously, won. And Elon said, F off and quit. But while he was saying F off and quit, he also said F off to the most powerful president. Most powerful, president and human on the planet, that I believe. And President Trump is not a person that takes things sitting down. And the nuclear weapons were, the silos were open and nuclear weapons were about to fly. It seems like things have calmed down after 24 hours, but you never know. And so Elon is out at Doge. I think Doge is done. There are not going to be any cuts. National debt's not going to be lowered. Our kids' future is definitely mortgaged now more than ever before. But this showed Elon's good intention of running the government as he does with Twitter or his other companies. He had a rude awakening. You cannot run a country like a corporation. You probably should be able to, but you can't. The special interests, the lobbyists, they have all bought and sold politicians for decades. And that's just not going to change. Kick the can down the road, make all the money we can. That's the other thing that I've been thinking about. To a House member, I think their salary, or a senator, their salary is somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000 a year. When you look at these campaigns last November, these people were spending tens, 20s, 50, $100 million to be elected to these seats, regardless, Democrat or Republican. Why are they doing that? Why are they spending these ridiculous sums of money just to be an elected official and supposedly work for the American people? Well, that's because they have people who support them and buy them, literally. And when they do get to Washington, all they have to do is just pass the laws that their owners dictate. And that's been going on for a while. And Elon went in with the intent of cleaning that up. Elon went in to reduce government spending. Failure. Doge has been a failure. Okay. Well, on his exit, he he was disgusted, obviously, and specifically with the big, beautiful bill. And he didn't mince words, but I think Elon's problem is this. I was watching one of his interviews where a lot of advertisers pulled off advertising from X, from Twitter. On stage, he looked Bob Iger in the eye, who happens to be the CEO of Disney, and said, F you. You're not going to threaten me with money. You're not going to threaten me with power. I don't care. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And that's where he's losing as well. So Elon has lost in both counts. When he backed up President Trump during the elections, all the lefties hated him. Okay? Now, he's leaving under really bad terms and going back to his couch, sleeping and working 20 hours a day, which what he probably should have done to start with. Now, the MAGA is hating him. And I think he miscalculated. He miscalculated the power of Washington. He miscalculated the power of special interests and corporations and lobbyists. And now he's learned a little tough lesson. How did he do that? Well, we all know what happened to Tesla stock yesterday. Okay? It had the largest down day in its history. Well, what's going to happen going forward? I thought one of the reasons Tesla was doing well was because he's part of the administration. He's going to get the regulators on his side about his robo-taxis and about the Optimus robot. Well, I think all that premium got taken out of Tesla yesterday, and he lost a bunch of wealth. But again, I don't think he does this for money, but I think he needs to understand, and he never will be a politician. He can never be a politician. A politician is basically a snake oil salesman. Elon is just too honest for that. And he speaks his mind, and he loses quite a bit. And he lost yesterday. I'm not taking sides. I don't want to take sides. I think the administration's ideas are fine. We definitely have waste and fraud in the government, massively. We definitely have unfair trade. But I think the pace and the scope that they're doing this is the reason for the failure. And let's look back 4 months. What has happened? April 2nd was Liberation Day. We're June 6th. We have less than a month to go for that 90-day extension to expire. How many deals have we signed? Who has come to the table? Or who has come with their tail between their legs, as the administration puts it? Nobody. Who's going to lose in this? The American public. And that's what I feel for. People need to understand that I'm not the type to give up on these things, but people need to understand that nothing will change in this country. Everybody is for sale. Everybody has a price. That includes the president, probably not Elon. That includes all the politicians. And it's just, it's disgusting. It really is. Nobody's looking for the American people. They make it look like they're looking out for the American people. Nobody is. If they were, we wouldn't have 37 trillion in debt to be 38 in another 100 days. They wouldn't. Not every child, man, woman in this country, including newborns today, wouldn't have $120,000 or $125,000 in debt shackled around their ankles. We can't continue this way. That's a fact. But it doesn't seem like there's a solution for it either. And yeah, I was amazed watching all this unfold on social media yesterday. And I tried to stay away, but this is Jerry Springer. This is a soap opera. This is I have never seen this before. And today continues, obviously. seems like things have quieted down a little bit, but who knows where the next bomb is going to come from, right? There is, Steve Bannon, who's Trump's ex, I think he was chief of staff in the previous administration. He's calling for Elon's deportation. Elon is saying F you to everyone. Elon is saying that President Trump was in the Epstein files. Why aren't they releasing Epstein files? Is there some misdirection going on? Are these people playing fourth-dimensional chess? And meanwhile, the markets are swinging wildly? Is it what's happening? I don't know. But it's embarrassing. I'm going to end it saying that. This is absolutely embarrassing. And, we're just the peons, just part of the show, I guess. And so, yeah, to summarize things, welcome to the Jerry Springer Show. Yeah, that's how we're running this country at the moment.